Heroes and Legends. Dynasties. Fallen Dynasties. The newly crowned king of the Insuran, of the Sun Insuran, Devol's son, leads a counterattack against the island. He adopts a blaster strategy from the blaster mercenary Moss, and also with him was Tomas' son and Sheldon Guy. The Allen forces were led by Adriana Allen, Info, Geraldine, and Maycock Seafall. Adriana was stunned. Duval, in a cowardly move to recover from the loss of his wretched father, has declared himself a king. You don't deserve that title. My father, on the other hand, deserves that title, and we will be kings of your territory once we take it, that is. Info, use your giant balls and roll them down the hill. Crush the enemy. Info did just that. Moss had 100,000 blaster men, and he lined up his forces to cover and guard their camp and began the blast. The balls were destroyed instantly like shattered glass, and then they began to advance slowly, firing the blasters all the way through. Geraldine and Mako tried to get around the blasters, but they were no match. The fire is too heavy. We have to fall back. Bam, 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 bam. The plan was working. Tomas' son and Sheldon Guy moved around and attacked Adriana from behind. Damn it, Info, fight back. Info then used his fighting skills to hold them back. Seeing that the island were now surrounded, Duval ordered a full charge, with the blasters still blasting. The island forces were caught off guard and being blasted to infinity, and so they decided to retreat. The sun, then seeing weakness, began to chase the island out of their galaxy to see their conquest once and for all put to an end. Duval, this time, had his younger brother, Felden, and Zane with them as well. Zane's son, and Selena's son, and Anya's son, the young knight, and Camillus in this battle. And the Allen forces, led by Antonio Allen, Rex Valentine, Adriana, Info, Geraldine, and Maycock. The old parents were stunned. The young people had lost. Still having some armor left from their blaster strategy, they began to use the same strategy. Antonio and Allen returned the favor with their own blasters. It was a blasting fight. Felden, Zane, and Selena all had a plan. They would sneak behind the enemy once more, and Yana and Columbus will go to the front and distract the enemy. Seeing this, Rex Valentine ordered Info, Geraldine, and Maycock to meet the enemy in the back, and it was a big fight as a result. Adriana wanted to charge to the front, but Antonio said it was too dangerous. Let us go, my daughter. You already faced one battle. You're exhausted. Antonio and Rex Valentine raced to the front with the most elite forces. This was what Duval wanted. Good. I would kill the island's matriarchs and force them to surrender. Adriana is not a strong-willed girl or child like me. She will collapse at the death of her parents. Now is the time. Duval took out his sword. I will slay the enemies. Forward! Duval charged, and he faced both Antonio and Rex Valentine in the front lines. The two senior parents were stunned. They could not keep up with Duval's fearsome swordplay, quickness, and his determination. Rex Valentine, Antonio's wife, was the first to be slain, and then, full of vengeance and fury, Antonio then tried to avenge his wife, but he was caught slipping. His sword slipped out of his hand, and Duval turned around and stabbed Antonio straight in the heart from the back, taking out his sword and raised his sword up in the air, wiping the blood off his sword. Antonio was dead. Seeing all of this, Adriana screamed in agony. Ah! It was over. The Allen clan and their forces were decimated. Seeing this retreat, it was time to run away. The Allen family were forced to retreat. With their ambitions to rival that of the LaFleurs crushed, the Allen dissolved back into Guyana. It was over for them, and Duval proved himself worthy to be called a king. The Sun Insuran, their families, and their allies all rejoiced. Everyone played their part perfectly to a T, and with that, it was over.